Hey, welcome back to my bi-weekly video where I show you what I did in the life of a beginner filmmaker, someone trying to turn his craft, his passion, his hobby into an actual job. And I'm just showing you what I'm learning. I'm showing you all the mistakes and everything I did wrong. So let's get to what I did this last week and a half. Okay, T3 ways. I finally got this project done. I said I was gonna do it about 4 to 5 months ago, and if I'm honest, I thought about it for about 6 to 7 months ago. It was a project that I said I was gonna do, and I just never got around to it for a number of reasons. One, life got in the way. Two, I had other film projects I had to do. And if I'm honest, the third reason is I don't think I had the actual filmmaker muscle. I don't think I had it. I couldn't do it just yet. But everything I've learned up to this point, by being a dedicated filmmaker, by someone who's just putting in the reps, I learned enough to get these 3 things done. And with that said, I learned even more. So let's get to what I learned. Okay, so pre-production, that's the biggest win. This is something I already knew, but it was reinforced with, I knew every shot that I was going to shoot on any day I shot these vignettes. It was so much fun because I was able to focus on production design. I was able to do the looks I wanted. The Western was the best example. I was able to focus on that production design to make it look like a Western saloon. And some of you are asking, by the way, did you have all that or did you go get it? No, I'm from Texas. Remember, I had all that. I mean, I rented the villain wife and the cattle dog, but, you know. Knowing every shot I was going to shoot was fantastic. It worked and I loved it. Now, were there some shots that I had to recreate? Of course, it's not a perfect system, but I still did very hard copies of those shots. I still was able to recreate basically the shot I wanted because at this point, I know that every shot in that film it moves the story along. So I was still able to recreate something on the spot because I really thought about that shot. Also, I knew where the lights were going to be in every one of these shots. I just knew about it. I just knew where it was going to go. That was what I knew. Oh man, my light gave up. Oh, well, we're going to keep going. I just knew where the lights were going to be. That's hilarious. I started mentioning lights and my one light goes. The other thing was I tried different shots. I had a lot of fun trying different shots. I was trying to basically do different shots. That was the goal. I wanted to play with different shots. I really wanted to feel like, okay, well, if I shoot upwards, right? If I shoot up, that conveys power. I don't know, I think it does, but I was able to play with different shots, more close-ups and whatnot. So that was a blast, and there's some great shots that I really got in there, especially in the Western scene. But yeah, what is every shot? How does it convey emotion was kind of what I was thinking. The other thing I learned, speaking of shot lists, was that, okay, I had the shot in my mind, I knew what I was going to film, but I still probably should have spent more time in pre-production actually shooting the actual shots. I saw a shot in my head, I go to do it, I'm like, man, I got to move all this stuff out of the way, I've got to cheat it, and it sort of came out the way I looked at, so it sort of came out the way I wanted it to look, but it still worked. So that's something that I would probably focus on, is basically making sure that every shot I have to actually shoot the shot pre-production, give it a look, see if it works, and that way you'll know if you have to move the couch out of the way or what. Pacing. I think so far this is my best project with pacing. Again, it's not perfect, but I think it's my best project in terms of pacing. I was able to cut out a lot of stuff. One of my favorite moments to convey this point is that in the Mission Impossible one, you'll see here, is I had a part where he had to open up the bag to figure out how he's going to make the tea. There was different things in there, a thermometer, a spoon, a mocha pot. And while I was actually filming that and editing it, I was like, wait, I should just cut to what they have in their hands. Like, the bag's already there. Boom, boom, boom. And that was like, boom, okay, I got it. But the other thing I learned from some feedback from my mentor and great filmmaker, D. Darius, he was talking about, hey, when you shoot any action shot, right? Shoot it in a way, or, you know, these shots, when you shoot them, you're always able to edit down with them. For instance, like he gave me the example of the record player. I fidgeted with my arm just a bit, and then I put it on there. I should have just cut to, boom, me putting the needle on the record. That's all it was. So I have to say pacing was one of my biggest wins. I still need to trim to get the point, and I think that's just will come with time. What do I have going on this week? Well, I have a couple things I want to knock out. There is a film challenge that D. Darius on his page. By the way, I recommend him. Go see him. Go check him out. Take his Get the Shooting program. He didn't tell me to say this. I took it, and it's fantastic. I follow all his stuff. I learned so much from him. But he put out a video where he said, let's do a simple goal of trying to figure out what to wear. That's it. So I'm going to knock out that film project because, again, I'm trying to get better at this. The other thing I'm going to do is I've never tried doing anything after my favorite director because I'm completely intimidated. So I'm going to try to do this next month a short as an homage, a love letter to Denis Villeneuve. He's my favorite director. I love everything he's done, but I'm highly intimidated, and I don't know. I think I have an idea of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to create a story and structure. Prisoner, Sicario, Dune, Blade Runner. So I know, and maybe I put it off because I just don't have the muscles yet. And funny, I should say that because I just saw a thing where he talked about delaying doing Dune because he just didn't have the filmmaking muscle and he wanted to make sure that he was good enough to do it. Again, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I'm Douglas Lee Jones, creator and founder of Little Titan Studios and Half Real Leaves Productions. I'm just documenting what I'm trying to do as I learn filmmaking. If you'd like to join me on this journey, if you'd like to make T3 waves or do anything I do, please do it. I'd love to share it. I'd love to see it and give you my feedback, and you can give me your feedback. That's all I got. I'll see you next week, all right? Keep filmmaking. Don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams.